Hey everyone, welcome. Let's be real, right? Keeping your official documents up to date usually feels like a massive headache. But today, we're diving into an explainer that's going to be a total game changer. We're looking at a completely stress-free guide to navigate Kentucky's new digital DMV portal known as MyDrive. And honestly, the absolute best part? You can do the whole shebang right from your couch.
I mean, think about the last time you moved. Between packing up endless boxes, dealing with the logistics, and just trying to remember where on earth you packed the coffee maker, it's incredibly stressful, right? Amidst all that chaos, it's super common to totally forget to update your most important piece of ID, your driver's license. But as you'll see today, taking just a few minutes to handle this online is a major convenience and actually an absolute necessity.
Okay, let's dive into this, because there's actually a very real ticking clock attached to your move. Under Kentucky law, specifically KRS 186.540, you're legally required to update your address within just 10 days of getting to your new place. 10 days! Missing this isn't just some minor oversight. It can literally lead to potential citations.
So, to keep things simple and stress-free, here is our roadmap for today. 1. The 10-day legal deadline. 2. MyDrive setup and eligibility. 3. The step-by-step online process. 4. Troubleshooting common issues. And 5. Some really important tips and benefits.
All right, part 1, the 10-day legal deadline. Let's look at why this matters so much right out of the gate. Like I mentioned, missing this 10-day window is way more than just a bureaucratic faux pas. According to KRS 186.540, you have to update your address within 10 days or you expose yourself to actual law enforcement citations. District courts and safety officers literally have the explicit authority to issue citations for address non-compliance. And sure, maybe you could get it dismissed later if you prove to a clerk that you fixed it, but let's just avoid that headache entirely, right? Knock it out in those first 10 days and you are totally in the clear.
Moving on to part 2, MyDrive setup and eligibility. This is where we prepare for Kentucky's brand new online home for driver services.
Now, what's really interesting about this is a specific security feature called the letter ID. Honestly, this is kind of the biggest hurdle for new users, but it's an absolutely crucial one-time verification step. To link your physical ID to your new MyDrive account, you need this unique 9-character alphanumeric code. You'll find it on a Kentucky Transportation Cabinet document that's dated on or after June 6, 2026 and issued within the last 60 days. It's an essential protocol to make sure your digital identity stays completely locked down and secure.
We do need to quickly cover a few exceptions, though, because not everyone can actually use the online portal. You won't be able to do this online if you're a non-U.S. citizen, if you're executing a legal name change at the same time, if your license is currently suspended, or if you're upgrading to a real ID for the very first time. If any of those apply to you, you'll need to make a quick in-person visit to a driver licensing regional office with your supporting documents.
Okay, part 3, step-by-step online process. Let's move to the execution phase and see how this all builds together.
So here is the 6-step workflow. I know it looks like a lot at first glance, but I promise you it's a super logical process that you can easily manage right from your laptop or your phone. We're going to break these down 2 at a time so you know exactly what to do.
First up, steps 1 and 2. Update USPS first, then authenticate on MyDrive. Step 1 is USPS alignment. You absolutely must file a change of address with the post office first. Why? Well, the KYTC actually relies on postal databases to route your final physical card, and you definitely don't want your secure ID getting lost in the mail. Once the post office knows where you're at, step 2 is to head over to the official MyDrive portal and log in using your registered username, password, or a verified passkey.
Moving right along to steps 3 and 4, enter your new physical or mailing address and upload your proof of residency. In the portal, navigate to the Update/Replace section. Pop in your new physical address and a separate mailing address if you use one. Then comes the critical part. You have to upload a high-resolution photo or PDF scan of an approved proof of residency document. So think something official that clearly shows your name and your new physical address, like a recent utility bill or your new rental lease.
So the crucial point is right here in steps 5 and 6. Pay the $15 fee and print your temporary ID. You'll pay the mandatory $15 duplicate credential fee using a major credit or debit card, though just a quick heads up, a tiny third-party processing surcharge does apply. Once that payment clears, the system immediately generates a temporary paper ID in a PDF format. You literally just print it out and it's valid for 30 days. Meanwhile, your permanent, highly secure physical card gets printed off-site and mailed straight to your new place within about 10 to 15 business days.
All right, Part 4, Troubleshooting Common Issues. Let's talk about what happens when technology doesn't quite cooperate.
Let's look at overcoming a few common portal hurdles. The biggest one by far, that letter ID we talked about earlier. If you're missing your letter ID, don't panic. You can simply request one to be sent by mail right when you're creating your account. Yeah, it adds about 5 to 10 days of waiting, but it keeps the whole thing totally stress-free. Or you can just visit a regional office to grab one. If you run into general system errors, you can contact the KYTC directly at 502-564-1257. And if you simply forgot your password, no worries at all. It's just standard account recovery via email, just like any other site you use.
Finally, Part 5, Important Tips and Benefits. Let's hit the final stretch of this explainer and cover some crucial post-update tips.
And this right here brilliantly illustrates a really common, real-life mistake that catches so many new residents off guard: the difference between your driver's license and your vehicle registration. In Kentucky, updating your driver's license online via the KYTC portal does absolutely not automatically update the address for your vehicle's registration or title. They are separate systems.
So, I want to explicitly warn you not to forget this secondary step. Vehicle registration requires a separate update at your local county clerk within 15 days. That's 15 days from your move to notify the local county clerk's office. Make sure you double-check this for your cars, trucks, and even your boats, just to ensure you're maintaining full legal compliance across the board.
Ultimately, the benefits of updating your address online are massive. First off, you completely avoid those legal citations and extra fees. Secondly, you ensure that you actually receive official state mail, vehicle registration renewal notices, and critical voting information right at your new front door. Overall, it just maintains a smooth, hassle-free personal management system. I definitely recommend saving a copy of your confirmation receipt for your records. It just gives you incredible peace of mind as you settle in. As we wrap up, I need to leave you with this mandated disclaimer. Please note that process specifics can change due to updates in the DMV policy or technological enhancements. Always refer to the official Kentucky DMV website for the most current information. Well, it is honestly fascinating how technology is making compliance easier than ever before. Thank you so much for joining me for this explainer. I really hope this step-by-step guide helps make your move just a little bit less stressful. As more of our civic duties move on to digital portals like MyDrive, it really begs the question, what other notoriously slow government services are totally ripe for a digital revolution? Let me know what you think. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share this with anyone else moving soon, and I'll catch you in the next explainer.